I'm going to tell you 3 stories. I'm going to tell you 3 stories. Story 1. A woman is using her phone in a metro car. Suddenly, she hears footsteps. Not just 1, not just 2, but a crowd. She looks up from her phone and sees about 50 people running towards her. Panicking, she thinks, is this some sort of zombie apocalypse where everybody's turning to the walking dead? Unclear about what's happening, she runs for her life.
You've got nothing to say.
Run faster.
Run, Karen, run!
So that means my story is good. Story 2. A retired police officer steps onto a train on a typical Friday evening. Within 30 seconds, he hears people screaming and crying. Without hesitation, he runs towards the danger, grab the culprit's hands and tackle the person to the ground.
Can you slow down?
Too quick?
Yeah, too quick.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I bring my sound effect today.
I think that's the policeman.
But the magnificent part is coming.
We have a policeman over here. There's a policeman here.
Huh?
There's a policeman.
Story 3.
There's a policeman there.
Story 3.
Your boyfriend is here.
A short-haired woman sits in an MRT car, looks uneasy. She suspects the young guy sitting right next to her is stalking her all the way to this point. Eventually, she snaps, she pulls out a knife and slashes across the young man's face. Blood spills everywhere.
What kind of a world do you live in?
Was that you?
Well, did you do that?
Was that you?
These 3 stories.
Is that real life?
Well, you can hold it. I borrowed it from my nephew. So these 3 stories are the same story. And I am part of the story.
Oh my God. Run.
I'm not the retired police officer, of course. And I'm certainly not the woman with a knife. I'm the one who thinks I'm on Train to Busan. Do you know what Train to Busan is?
No idea.
It's a Korean movie about zombie outbreak on a speeding train. So the whole story happens on a normal Friday evening.
I'm in a meeting. I can't talk.
Hey, the magnificent part is coming. So the whole story is that on a normal Friday evening after Toastmasters, I took MRT Blue Line home as usual. And the retired police officer and the crazy woman also boarded the same train, but we were in different cars. So the crazy woman was in the front, and then retired police officer. Are you okay?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, please.
You need a coffee cup, Eric.
No.
And I was like standing near the back of the train.
Don't hurt yourself, man.
Okay. And the woman who has some mental issues believed
Is that you?
No. Well, even though I'm short hair, but it's not me.
Is she a Karen?
No. So the woman who has some mental issues believed the young student was stalking her. So she attacked him with a knife, leaving in a deep cut on his
You
face.
saw that?
No. Can you concentrate on my speech? We were in different cars.
Oh.
Yeah. So leave a deep cut on the young man's face. People saw it and started screaming, crying, and running. But I was pretty far away from the crime scene. I neither saw nor heard anything. It was only at some certain point I heard a lot of noise. So when I looked up from my phone, I saw people with distorted faces pushing each other as they ran toward me. And some girls were knocked down on the ground and people just step on them.
Oh.
It's pretty hurt. No.
Oh, you're very kind.
I'm very tall. Yeah, I'm very strong.
Yeah.
So, some people just step on them. And
When was this?
Oh, last November.
Can we see your muscles? Can you show us your muscles?
I didn't see that in the newspaper.
Then I heard somebody yelled, "Hey, someone with a knife is attacking people." A wave of fear crashed over me, so I followed everybody running to the last car of the train. I thought to myself, hey Karen, if you make it out of here alive, you should buy a lottery ticket.
And did you?
I didn't.
Well, why not? You're alive.
Yeah. That means I'm incredibly lucky, right?
Yeah.
So I should buy it. I could have been a billionaire.
Yeah. And you get good.
Yes. Yeah. I regret.
Yeah,
but
me too.
yeah. Anyway, back to the so I didn't. Back to the crime scene. So when the knife was just inches from the young man's throat, a firm grip seized the woman's hands. It was the retired police officer. He pulled the woman away from the victim and using his body weight, tackled the woman to the ground. Soon after the train arrived in the next stop, more police officers arrived. They handcuffed the woman and escorted her to a police car. With that, the whole incident finally came to an end. Well, so what do you take away from this story?
I'm not taking the train with you.
Don't take MRT blue line. So that's why I moved to red line. No. Most people might reflect on lessons about life and death. It is, after all, a life and death experience. But for me, the takeaway was a little bit different. So, frankly speaking, I was pretty far away from the crime scene, right? I neither saw nor heard anything. It was only when a few people started screaming and crying and running that I instinctively followed, even though I didn't know why. I didn't witness the attack, yet I still ran with everybody, assuming the danger was real. In this case, it was real. But what if, in other cases, some individuals intentionally create false fear and manipulate people with herd mentality? Will we still follow without question? A study suggests that individuals in the crowd are easily influenced by emotions, especially driven by fear, excitement, and aggression. When a large enough number of people believe something, others tend to follow regardless of whether it is.
Does that happen with Forex trading also? The fear, like the herd fear?
Yeah.
The Forex trading.
What is Forex trading?
Your work.
Yeah, good example, yes. But we will talk that later. Yeah, well, you can ask me any question during Q&A time, but not now. Okay? Well, even though we don't have Q&A time, we don't have...
But what are you doing about the Taiwan dollar now?
Huh?
The strong Taiwan dollar?
Yeah, we will talk about that later. We will talk about that later. Okay, I'm sure that everybody really care about this story.
Which story? The foreign story or your story?
Yeah, be nice.
I'm being nice. I'm thinking which story you're talking about. Unless this foreign
Okay,
story.
so when a large enough number of people believe something, others tend to follow regardless of whether it is logical or not, right? For example, at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, a strange phenomenon spread worldwide. People start panic buying toilet paper. It all started with a few viral news stories and social media posts showing empty shelves in supermarkets, creating the illusion that the shops were running out of toilet paper.
I think it's again because there's no toilet paper.
Yeah, I said at the start of the COVID-19.
I'll tell you one thing, I cannot imagine a world without toilet paper. It'd be very smelly.
Well, you have leaves. Use the leaves.
I'm from Africa.
There are lots of trees outside. You can use
I'm
that.
from Africa, we're good with leaves. Banana leaves. Which leaves do you recommend?
Hey.
Which leaves do you recommend?
Poison ivy.
You cannot be too funny, otherwise I'll lose my job. Okay, okay. Which part of?
We're talking about COVID-19 and toilet paper.
Yeah. So even though there were no actual shortage, people saw others holding supply and feel pressure to do the same. The herd mentality took over. If everybody was stocking up, there must be a reason, right? As a result, people start to panic buy toilet paper. This led to fights in supermarkets, price gouging, even black markets for toilet paper. Similarly, at the height of the pandemic, well, I'm pretty sure, okay, thank you. Well, she's far away. Well, you can, come back when you are ready. When you are ready, you can come back anytime. But yeah, just go out, take a breath.
What happened to the toilet paper?
You still care about toilet paper?
Of course, you try to live with that toilet paper.
Now we are talking about the height of the pandemic.
Oh.
An alarming conspiracy theory spread worldwide, claiming that the 5G technology was responsible for the virus, even though there
wasn't.
No.
You sure?
No.
Really?
So you are manipulated.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Weston told me it was 5G.
Okay, we will talk about that later. Even though there are complete lack of evidence, a fear spread rapidly as influencers and conspiracy theory groups promoted this idea that the 5G towers were weakening people's immune system and causing the COVID symptoms. As more and more people shared and discussed, the herd mentality took over. Eventually, some individuals convinced they were fighting a hidden danger, attack 5G towers. That'd probably be you.
No, I didn't attack anything. I'm innocent. Dylan, I didn't do anything.
They never proved
I
it
saw
wasn't
you do
5G,
it.
though.
Oh, that was you on your bicycle crashing again.
But Paul, they never proved it wasn't 5G.
No, I know they didn't.
Oh, do you want to come up and finish the speech for me? Do you?
I would like to.
Do you?
I don't think.
And I'm waiting for you here. Come on.
That's the point,
I
right?
would, but I can't. Otherwise, I would.
Okay, so let me finish. So,
I'll finish it for you.
okay, later, yeah. He really likes to talk to me today and suspect he's like hitting on me.
Yeah.
I have a boyfriend.
You need a knife. You need a knife.
Okay, so where we are.
5G.
Eventually, some individuals convinced they were
Attacking the 5G towers.
yeah, they were like fighting hidden dangers.
You blame me.
With incidents of vandalism and arson reported in multiple countries. So when fear takes over, people tend to follow others, even though there's no evidence of the threat. Although it can sometimes save us, just like it did that night for me, but it also leaves us vulnerable to manipulation. What happens when somebody intentionally exploits this instinct? What would you do? Thank you.